Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am finally filming just kind of where we're up to with the garden, and we are almost there. I've been trying to film this for so long, but unfortunately the rain has just been awful. It's either been really windy. I've actually filmed clips in the wind and you can't hear anything even with my mic on. It's either been pouring down with rain, and it's just been a nightmare. So it's not a sunny day, but it's dry. So I thought I'd take you out there, kind of show you where we're up to. There's still a few little bits to get done. So I don't know whether this will be a kind of the last video and we'll put all the final touches in this one, or this will kind of be little bits and bobs, and then I'll do like a nice bit of a cinematographic kind of style video for the final look. So yeah, I'll take you out the side and show you where we're up to. So as you can see, we finally have lawn. It is a bit patchy, some of the bits died, and I think they were kind of already dead when we bought them, unfortunately, but they were just from B&Q and they were £5 a strip. So we're going to get a couple more strips and kind of patch it up a little bit. We've got our kitchen garden in, so all we need to do now is plant some seeds up, which I'll be doing this weekend. And I've popped in some salvias, some lavender, cosmos, and I think this is called a verbena. I need to double check it, but I've got all of the bits at the bottom just to kind of bring a little bit of something or other. Robbie is chasing the birds around, so please ignore him for now. So we're going to get all of like the lettuce, all of the herbs in. One of the problems I did do is I put these in, which what I thought were mange tout are actually courgettes, so I need to get them out and put some peas in instead, I think. But yeah, so this is kind of where we're up to. You okay, Rob? You're a darling? You handsome boy, aren't you? So he is pretty good with this, actually. He knows not to kind of get in it. He does push it sometimes if he catches a scent of something, but we're fine. He'd be all right. What we're going to do up here is, I was going to put these plants in here, but the ground is actually like clay and you can't dig into it at all. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting some more roses, taking a trip to David Austin, getting some more of these roses and putting them in plant pots, and kind of just doing, say, 4 all the way up, because I need a big pot to cover this area here. What I might do is fill it a little bit and then put the pots in, and then we'll get the seating area to go around here, and I'm gonna do something up here, but we're not quite sure yet, so we will see about that. We might be getting an ice bath to go in here, but we're not quite sure yet, so we'll see. And then we've got the table. Obviously it has to be covered, and it is starting to rain again, so but this was just from IKEA, so I think I'll show this in like the final reveal bit. And then we just picked up a nice garden hose. So a couple of more bits to do. We've got to jet wash all the paving slabs and the patios and things, get rid of all of this rubbish. This one actually is our tree holder, so I need to get that up in the loft actually. That all needs to get done. We need to finish off the gravel. We picked up these bags from Wix, they were £4 each, and we're going to put them all the way up the sides, up the top here, and just there's a gap between this patio and here, and we're going to put them in between them as well. And then we just need to figure out kind of what to do down this side. I'm not sure whether to get some olive trees or just something nice and pretty to kind of finish it off. And then we're going to get some lights that go kind of across the garden. But yeah, that's where we're up to so far. Okay, so I've jet washed the patio and it's come up pretty well, but there are bits like this, which is paint and just moss, just where it hasn't obviously been washed in a really long time, and it took a really long time to get the majority of it up, that I was starting to flood it a little bit. So what I've done is bought some Karcher stone and concrete cleaner. I'll put that in the jet wash and then give it another go over. Okay, so I had tried to plan to put some seeds in this afternoon. However, I knew it was going to rain, but it is absolutely chucking it down. So I may or may not put them in, but I thought I'd at least run through them with you and kind of just show you what I'm going to put in there. So first of all, I thought we'd start off with the salads and herbs and things, because I've made the decision not to put lettuce and salads and things in at the allotment now that we've got the like kitchen garden. I want to call it kitchen garden, but I don't know if it's big enough to class it as that. But just because it takes up quite a bit of room at the allotment, and the plot isn't as big as a lot of people think it is, really. So I thought, now that we've got this space, and also just picking salad, I find it goes off a lot quicker, because obviously the stuff you buy in the stores has most likely been sprayed with stuff to make it last longer. So I'm hoping that with having it at home, we'll waste a lot less and doing it that way. So I'm going to plant out 2 different types of lettuce. I'm going to go with the Wilco's headed mix. These are the ones I planted last year, and they came out really well. Wilkinson's is I found is such a great place to go and get seeds. I've never had an issue with them. I bought something else from Wilkinson's that I thought I had here. Oh, was my rocket. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I've never had an issue with them. They're so well priced, and I just thought we'll give them a go. And then the crocus lettuce all year round. These ones are the ones I planted in this year, and they have done amazing. They're obviously more than what the Wilkinson's ones were, but I definitely think it's worth a little bit extra. Not that the Wilkins, they do perfectly fine, like the stuff that you get in supermarkets and things like that, but these ones just taste absolutely amazing. I also picked up from B&Q right at the beginning of the year. They had a big pot which had loads of discounted seeds in it, and I picked up this salad stir fry mix, baby leaf mix. So I'm going to be popping a couple of those in there as well. And then just a couple of other salad bits. I'm going to do our spinach, because we are a spinach loving household. Some rocket. I think this is the wild rocket. Again, from Wilkinson's. Brilliant. Tastes incredible. And also some curly kale Westland Autumn. So I planted the black magic variety at the plot, and I thought I'd chuck the curly kale in at home, because this is really good for kind of like dinners and just grabbing it when we need to. So I thought I'll chuck them in. And then, oh, by the way, they are from the range. So if you're ever looking for seeds, definitely head to the range, because they do quite a good variety of them, and they're not that, like, they're cheaper than a lot of other places as well. So if you're short on cash, need some seeds, the range is a really good place to go, as well as Wilkinson's. And then for herbs, I've got some lemon balm that I'm going to put in. I am going to go and get some mint from a nursery that's near to my mum's, and I bought some apple mint from there before, and the smell was incredible and the taste was so good. I used to put it in my water, and yeah, it was so nice. So I'm going to pop there and grab one of those. I have also got some basil seeds. However, I did actually need to buy some basil at the supermarket yesterday, and they didn't have any, like, just packets that you could buy. So I bought the plant thinking, well, I'll just plant it into the kitchen garden and we'll just kind of go from there. So yeah, I am going to put basil in there as well. And then apart from salads, oh, I'm also going to be popping in, some chives and parsley. I don't actually know if these are going to work, because so these are from Chiltern Seeds. However, they were just in the shed from when I took over my plot. So it says the seeds were packed in 2019. So whether they've definitely gone out of date or not, I don't know. But yeah, thought let's just chuck them in. We've got them. They probably need to be used, so we'll give them a go. And then I've also got some spring onions. These are the White Lisbon bunching variety. These are from Premier Seeds, and I get majority of my seeds from there. I've never had a problem with them. The seeds have always germinated, or if they haven't, it's because I've done something wrong, not because of the seeds themselves. I think they're really reasonably priced if you're happy to spend a little bit more than buying the pound ones, and you get so many seeds in them. I mean, I think these were like £2 and I got 3,200 seeds in there. So yeah, really good. So I'll be putting them in. I've also got some leeks, and I've got two different kinds. I've got the elephant and I've got muscle bear. So these are the ones from B&Q. These are the elephant. Is that how you pronounce it? If you don't, let me know. Do a pronunciation in the comments. But these are I picked up from B&Q at the beginning of this year. And these were what were left in my shed when I took over. So I thought I'd plant out kind of just like a mixture of them, and see kind of if these ones don't work, at least I've got these. I'm going to be planting some more leeks as well into modules, and I'm going to try and get some more into the allotment as well. And then I'm also going to be putting in some Swiss chard, and these are the celebration variety from Thompson & Morgan. I picked these up at my local garden centre, and the reason I did plant some of these at my allotment, as you probably saw in the previous video. However, everything else that I'm planting is going to be green, and I just thought this would be a really nice way to bring some colour back in the garden. I did plant some like flower seeds in between the salvia, verbena, lavenders and cosmos, and they were some forget-me-nots, California poppies and some chamomile, and they're just three of my favourite flowers. So I thought I'll just sprinkle a couple in between, but I thought these would be really nice, get some nice fresh bright colours in there as well. And then the other ones I'm going to try are kohlrabi. These are the super schmelts, and these are from Premier Seeds as well, and some baby pak choi. The pak choi is an attempt, because every time I've grown pak choi so far it's bolted. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I did see on YouTube, and I think it was Hugh Rich's channel, I can't remember whether it was pak choi or kohlrabi, but he was saying it depends on your variety. So I'm sure it was the pak choi, probably going to be mistaken here. So it might be worth just seeing if I can try a different version of pak choi and see if that works. But I'm going to give this a go first. If it doesn't work, I'll be buying some more from Premier Seeds direct, because everything else has done absolutely fine. I've also got, so where I took out the courgette plant and put it into the raised bed now, I've got two in there. So I've got two at the plot as well, and I've got two here. And I'm thinking maybe we can use, because my partner's a chef, I'm thinking maybe we can use the flowers for at home as well. He loves courgette flowers. So I thought that'd be really nice to do. But now I've moved them, I'm trying to debate whether to put in some wildflowers, which were actually from my cousin. These ones. So I'll either plant these up the side, or I'm going to do those for peas and beans. So I'm going to go with the Blue Lake variety. So that, again, from Premier Seeds. And these are the ambassador peas. These are the ones from the plot, and I just love these so much. I just snack on these all the time at the plot. I rarely bring any home because I've eaten them all during the day when I'm there. They taste amazing raw, and I just love them. So I thought that'd be really nice to just chuck some in the garden as well, and we can have some fresh with salad. So yeah, I think that's all of them. So hopefully, if the rain dies off a little bit, we can get them in today. If not, that'll have to be done tomorrow, or just as soon as the rain stops, really. One thing I am thinking of is, which is really sad actually, I was looking into getting a sub pod, but I didn't want to buy one until the garden was done. And now they are closing down, so they've got a sale on, and I'm thinking now would be the perfect time to just invest in one. But I didn't know if someone had told me that you can just do your own composting, and I hate just buying things because I haven't looked into anything, but I am thinking about getting one. But if you know any other ways that you can do composting at home without it smelling and without this one trying to dig for food, please let me know. But I think sub pod would be the best way to go about that. So I think I'm going to grab one because they're no longer distributing in the UK, unfortunately, just because of the increases in the UK, which we all know has shut a lot of businesses down, unfortunately. It's really sad because it's such a great product, especially for anyone with small spaces or growing spaces like we have. And we get rid of quite a lot of food waste, and we don't have a compost collection here, it's just recycling. So I would love to make sure that we are trying to compost as much as possible, especially with the amount of fresh food that we eat. So yeah, I think I'm going to invest in one of those. I think it'll be worth it in the long run. And the good thing about it is as well is that if we do move, we can just dig it up, fill it back in with compost and take it with us. So it is perfect. So, but it is just a bit of investment. So I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing before I do that. But yeah, I'll get these in the ground, and then hopefully when I do the final kind of video, I'll be able to, some of them will have grown a little bit. So yeah, we'll see. Also, just on the topic of seeds, we don't use our back gate, and I've spoken with a partner and he has agreed that we can get a little grow house up there. So I need to find something. If anyone knows anything that's quite sturdy, I don't want to go with the plastic kind of sheet ones because the ones at the allotment just haven't lasted, and I don't want to have to keep replacing them. So if anyone knows a good kind of just standalone, nice sturdy, just like mini greenhouse, almost like a stand to one, let me know, because I'm gonna put it up here, and then we can finally do seedlings at home. I won't have to keep putting them on the floor, or using this one. I can actually take that to the allotment then.